Hello and welcome back to my channel with a new video. This is Nora and that's my cat Sushi. She's barely visible today, but she's here. She's here. She's actually taking her bath, I think. Yeah, she's taking her bath. First, I want to comment on a few things that I'm getting. It's not like I'm not getting many comments, but I'm getting few of those and I want to comment on them. Some people keep asking me if I'm Christian. I don't know why that matters, really. I don't think my religion should matter to anyone or should be a judgment point if they would like me or not. Be like, if you're Muslim, I like you. If you're Christian, I like you. And if you're the opposite, I don't like you anymore. I feel that that's why people keep asking me what I am. Plus, it's very obvious what I am from my videos. Very obvious. I don't think a Christian would celebrate Ramadan, but unless they want to, I mean, feel free to do whatever you want, but I don't think that's the case, and I think it's very obvious what I am, but I don't think it should matter what religion I am. I don't think that should be a factor of if you want to watch me or you don't. I just find a YouTuber or just a person to watch if I find them relatable or find them interesting or I enjoy just hearing their voices or whatever. I just watch. I really do not care what religion or what background they are. I don't think it should be a factor. And actually put heavy makeup on just to show that not all Muslims just wear a hijab or just don't wear makeup. And even though there's nothing wrong with that, do whatever you want. But being Muslim is not just, about, it's just not one side of the spectrum. I got real life telling me, oh, I had no idea you were Muslim. You don't look like one. I didn't know my religion looked like something. I didn't know I had to show it externally. I thought that's supposed to be a spiritual thing. Some women want to go the extra mile to show how dedicated to their religion they are, and they embrace modesty, and it's totally fine. I really respect those women. So put that aside, I want to talk about cultural appropriation. I've seen this, I actually have seen a lot of people talking about this on YouTube, and I want to put my input as an Arab Muslim woman, even though I don't wear a hijab, but I actually might someday. But I am a Muslim woman, and hijabs are a big part of our culture, a big part of our religion, and I want to touch on the subject if I feel offended or weirded out by seeing other people wearing hijab even though they're not Muslim. They're just wearing because they like it, And I'm talking about, it's not like it's not part of their culture, but they see it as a fun thing to wear, and it's totally fine. In my opinion, it's totally fine. I do not see it as a problem. I'm not talking about cultural appropriation in the big term. I'm not talking about braided hair is not part of my culture. I cannot talk about that. I cannot talk about, the black experience. I am not black. I can't talk for them, really. I'm talking about just Arab Muslim. If you want to know if you're culturally appropriating black culture, this is not the video to watch. I do not represent them. I'm not gonna talk about the black culture. I'm not gonna talk about that. If you feel like you're culturally appropriating black culture, there are tons of black people, black YouTubers, just to ask. Go and ask them. It's very easy. Go watch them, support them. Do whatever it takes to do your research. It's a very, because that's the thing. When you talk about black culture, it's very different just talking about the Arab culture. I don't feel it's the same because black people have been suffering a lot, and it's a very sensitive subject to talk about. If you feel like you're offending a lot of people, a big chunk of people, just don't do it. Even though maybe the rest are not offended, you're still offending a lot of big chunk of the rest. Just don't do it. But I'm here to talk only about the Arab culture and the Muslim culture. I think I'm in a position to say that, I mean, hijab is just part of, not just Arab, it's just part of the Muslim. You can also, if you're Muslim, I think you have the right to say your opinion, and I'm Muslim and I want to say my opinion. And my grandma wears a hijab. A lot of my family actually, I'm kind of in a position to say my opinion because I want to someday wear one, not now. But I feel like if you're a white person, you're not Muslim, you really want to wear a hijab just as a daily thing, or maybe one day, just for one day, you want to feel how it feels like. In my opinion, do it. It's just a piece of cloth, you know, and for us it just shows modesty, and we want to cover maybe ourselves. It's not like really, it's nothing else. It's just a piece of cloth on your head. Do it. In my opinion, if you're a person who wears a hijab as Muslim, please share your opinion. Tell me if you feel the same, or you don't feel like other people should wear it because you feel like it's culturally appropriating, or I don't know if it's culture at this point. It's like a religion thing. For me, I'm like, oh, like they're really appreciating it, and it's nice. It's nice to see the hijab as something positive, because a lot of other people are Europeans or white people or Americans, or, you know, in general, people that are not Muslim, they have such a negative view on hijabs and, you know, those pieces of cloths, and it really annoys me how it's just viewed as a very negative thing. And when I see other people wanting to wear it, I feel like, oh my god, we started to think of it as a positive thing, as it's also as an aesthetic thing. It's beautiful to wear, and it makes me happy. It doesn't make me annoyed. It doesn't make me like, oh my god, you're not Muslim, why are you wearing that? Not at all. I think it's very fine, and I think it's spreading a positive view on the hijab. And I'm not just talking about the hijabs, I'm talking about, you know, the abaya. What do you call that in English? I'll put a picture of it. It's just a, you know, a full-on dress. I don't know. I might want to wear one someday, but I don't feel ready, so I just don't. If you don't feel like you want to, it's totally fine. As a Muslim, it's totally fine. Don't feel pressured to do it just because other people are telling you. You feel when you are ready. If you feel you are ready to do it, do it. If you don't feel it and you feel like someone's pressuring you, just don't do it. This should come from the heart, and it shouldn't come because people are telling you to do so. It's like I said, it's all a spiritual thing. It should come from you, not because people are telling you to. It's like someone being religious. You shouldn't do it just because people are telling you. It's because you really believe, or you really want to, or you really feel like you want to practice this religion. Just don't do it for appearances. It really is useless. I would never tell someone just to, you know, fast and they don't want to. What's the point? They really don't want to. Like I said, if you're a white person or you're not Muslim and you want to wear hijab, I don't feel any problem in doing so. Feel free to do that. But I want to say, if you want to do it as a Halloween costume, because hey, Halloween is very close now, or just costumey thing, I feel that's a bit weird and people might take offense to it because we're not costumes. If you want to wear it as a daily thing, go ahead. It makes me really happy. Or as just one day, not as a costume. As a costume, it just becomes something else that we're costumes and it's just weird. Don't do it. It's very weird. Hey, I'm costuming. I have a costume. I have a Muslim costume today. That is very strange and I don't think it's acceptable to do so, but it just, if you feel like you like it and you want to appreciate this religion or this culture, do it. And again, I'm not talking about black culture. If you feel like you want to appreciate the hijab and you really like it and you want to wear it one day or 2 days or every day as part of your daily life, go ahead. It makes me really happy that other people are seeing it as a positive thing and as a beautiful thing to embrace. And I want to see that. I really want to see other people wearing it and embracing it and liking it because it's beautiful. But if you want to wear it as a costume, as a Halloween costume, that is such a weird thing. Do not do it. That's when it becomes kind of culturally appropriating because you're treating it as a costume. You're not treating it as a daily thing as we treat the hijab. We treat it as a daily thing. It's part of our life. It's not a costume for us. So treat it the same. I think I touched up on everything I want to talk about. Yeah, just do not wear it as a costume because I know a lot of people might want to in Halloween. Or don't do a hijab with like a slutty costume. This is not okay. The hijab is not part of being, you know, sexy. You're gonna offend a lot of people. Don't do it. If you want to become slutty, become a bunny, become a cat. Just whatever. There's so many slutty things you can do. I can't believe I'm saying this. But don't wear it as a slutty thing. Please. This is such a bad thing to do. This is when you go to the bad zone. So yeah, that's everything I want to talk about, I think. I don't want to make this video too long. I feel like all my videos are very long for no reason. That's all for today. Please don't judge people by their religion, their culture. Judge them by who they are and what they're about. Don't judge them by their background, please. Oh, one more thing. I got a comment I feel like this is a video about comments more. I got a comment a few weeks ago about why am I a Muslim person and I am living alone. Plus, I'm not living alone, just saying. I'm living with my brother. So why am I kind of alone as a Muslim woman, or a Muslim woman, I guess, and that I should go get married? When I read it, it made me laugh so much. Let me tell you, some, not all, I'm Muslim, my family's Muslim. They sent me here alone. They have no problem with me being alone and living alone. They're amazing people. There's many Muslims like that. But some Muslim men think they should judge other Muslim women that why they're living alone and they can't do it alone. Yes, living alone can be hard. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl or Muslim or atheist or a Christian or anything else. And actually, I prefer living independently. I love living independently without relying on anyone. Not saying men, but I don't like relying on anyone. I love relying on myself, and I'm not gonna get married just so I won't be alone. I'm fine being alone, but yeah, it can be annoying sometimes, just like being in a relationship. Sometimes people feel that they're not as independent, or they feel like they're always attached like to their kids, even though it's a beautiful thing. Same with being alone. I am happy alone, but it can be hard sometimes, yes. But I'm not gonna go get married just because I'm a Muslim woman living alone. And I hate people, I'm not gonna say hate, this is a big word. I dislike people judging me by my background, by my religion. You know what? I'm happy being alone than being with a person that thinks that way. I'm dodging people like that. And I did not get married yet because I'm really dodging those people. I prefer being alone than being with someone like that. And I dislike men telling women what to do and not what to do. You have to understand we're human beings too. Stop telling me that I need a husband, please. I'm not gonna just get married just to get married. That is ridiculous. If I want to get married, because I want to, because I see my significant other as a fit for me. I'm not gonna just get married just so not to be alone. That's the worst reason to get married. I hope that doesn't happen to anyone, but if you just rush and just get married just to get married, and that person might happen to be abusive, or might happen to be just crazy, or just not a good fit for you, how would you feel? I think that would feel way worse than just living alone. I hope people think about that as well, because I see a lot of women rushing to get married so people won't judge them, and that is the worst someone can do. Okay? Embrace living alone. You'll get married eventually or not, just your choice. But embrace living alone. It can teach you a lot about yourself, about how you handle things, about how you like things. I'm saying you're by yourself, even though it's hard, but it will make you a very strong person. And you will see that you won't need anyone to, if you get divorced at any point, you will know that you are capable of living alone and relying on your ass. You don't need a man to support you all the time. Because a lot of people end up divorcing, and you will see that. And a lot of women, when they get divorced, they get confused on what they're gonna do because they're not used to living alone. Also, they might have kids, so that's when it's very hard for them. Just want to put this before I finish this video. Okay, so if you like this video, please thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And I'll put my Instagram here if you like art and appreciate art. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.